Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss what is a literal, what are the different types of literals are there, all these things I will discuss in detail for you. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First let me define what is a literal. Literals are a notation for representing a fixed value in source code. The fixed value meaning is, let's take that you have a value 10, 10.5. Suppose let's take that you have a string called Parnika tutorials. Okay, you have a Boolean data type such as true, false. All these things comes in a fixed value. So literals are a notation for representing a fixed value in a source code. These fixed values we will store in a variable. Okay, now look at this different types of literals. We have numeric literals, then we have string literals, then we have Boolean literals. Is it clear? Now coming to the numeric literals, again these numeric literals are classified into three types. One is an integer, another one is float, and another one is the complex. Now first let me discuss about the integer literal. The integer literal, let's take that you have value 10, okay, you have value 20, you have value 30, you have the value 100. All these are the examples for the integer literals. Okay, now coming to the float literal. Float literal, suppose you have the value such as 10.4, 10.5, okay, 100.6, okay, 3.3334, like that. These are the examples for the floating literals. Okay, is it clear? Now coming to the complex literals, you will have values like a plus bj form. Okay, is it clear? Suppose let's take that you have 3 plus 4j or 1 plus 2j. Okay, then let's take that you have 6 plus 5j, like that. These are the examples for the complex literals. So we have integer literals to represent the integer values, we have the float literals to represent the real values, and you have the complex literal to represent the complex numbers. Now coming to the string literals, we have a character and we have the string. Now in a C language, the character will be represented in a single quote. Am I right? Here we can represent the character in a Python in a single quote, or even we can represent in a double quote also. Not a problem. Is it clear? In C programming language, we will represent a character within a single quote. But in Python, we does not have explicitly a character literal. Usually we uses the string literals only. But for your understanding, I am telling that even you can represent a character like this or like this in Python. Okay. Now coming to the strings. A string you can represent within the single quotes. Okay. Suppose if you want to represent ABC, you can represent like this, or you can represent ABC within the double quotes also. Is it clear? A string you can represent in a single quote, or you can represent using the double quotation. And one more feature which is available in Python, let me discuss for you. Okay, we have a multi-line string also. Now what is meant by multiple line string? It's simply like a paragraph. Okay, suppose let's take that I want to store a string called I love Parnika tutorials. Okay, and then I want to store like this: I love Parnika tutorials. I always ask my friends to subscribe the channel. Suppose this is the a paragraph I want to store. Now how we will store in a string in Python is we will use quotation like this, single quotation, again single quotation, another single quotation. So you should use 3 single quotations. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? At the starting, at the end, again you can close with the 3 single quotations. So this is the way you can store a paragraph in Python in using the string literals. Is it clear? I hope you have understood this thing. This is one we'll call as a multi-line string. In a multiple line string, we can store using the triple quotes. Okay, single quotes, double quotes, and triple quotes. These triple quotes are nothing but the 3 single quotes opening and 3 single quotes closing. So this is about the string literals. Now we have the Boolean literals to represent a true or false. Is it clear? Now let me discuss them with an example for you. Now let's take that Boolean literals. We have 2 things. One is true and another one is false. Remember one thing. In the true, the T should be capital. And in the false, F should be capital and all other characters should be lowercase. Okay, that's why I have written TRUE. Okay, even in the false, I have written the capital F, A and L, S, E are in the lowercase. So the true is and the false, I think everyone know. What is meant by true? Whenever you want to store the true or whenever the condition generates the true value, it is nothing but the binary number 1. And the false is nothing but the 0. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? So this is about the Boolean literals to represent the value 0 and 1. Okay. Now just for your understanding, let me discuss a simple example. Let's take that I have written A is equal to 10 greater than 9. Now whether 10 is greater than 9 or not. Now look at here. Maybe you does not know what is this one. A is a variable. I will discuss what are the variables, all these things in the next video. But for your understanding how this Boolean literals will work, I am discussing here. A is equal to 10 is an integer literal. Okay, 9 is an again integer literal and you have a comparison. Okay, so 10 is greater than 9 or not? Yes, 10 is greater than 9. So then meaning is that if you are we can print anything in the screen using a function called print. If I print A, we will not include any semicolon. Okay, so print where the P should be small letters. Okay, I hope it is clear. Print, if I write A, then it will display the output for me as true because 10 is greater than 9 is true. So that one will be assigned to the variable called A and I am printing the value A, then I am getting the output as true. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Similarly, let's take that. If I have written like this, some x is equal to true plus 2. What is true? True will give the value as 1. So 1 plus 2 will be 3. So if I print x, then it will give me the value as 3 as an output. If you have a doubt, you can verify it. Similarly, if I write x is equal to false plus 3. Now false is what? 0. So 0 plus 3 is 3. So if I write statement called print x, then it will give me the output as 3 for you. So this is the way you can use the Boolean literals. So we have 3 types of literals. One is numerical literals, string literals and Boolean literals. I hope it is clear for you. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.